Hey everyone, Kimchica here, ready for another IndieWatch. Today we're going to be taking a look at 5 of the games from the mix at TGDF, the Taipei Game Developers Forum. For those of you who don't know, the Mix Indie Showcase is the media indie exchange. You'll see them at lots of game developer or consumer conferences showcasing some of the latest and greatest in indie games. I wanted to add a little caveat to this video in particular because while I did as best as I could in finding release dates and additional info about these games, I unfortunately do not read Mandarin. So if you know anything about these games that I don't have either in the description box or in the video, please drop a comment or send me a message because I'd love to update it and get these games to people who are able and wanting to play them. So let's jump into it because there are great things happening with these Taipei developers that I can't wait to show you. Carto. Manipulate your map to uncover adventures in the puzzle adventure game Carto. Your map is a tile system, so if you come up to a roadblock, try shifting or rotating something around. You'll uncover hidden secrets, meet a variety of inhabitants, and, of course, travel to plenty of new areas. Use the dialogue of the people you meet to uncover more of the storyline and collect more tiles to further expand your world. Why do you hold the power to change the lay of the land? What is your goal as the map holder? More about this plot will be revealed in the future, and Carto is tentatively scheduled for a 2019 release for Windows, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, and Nintendo Switch. Project Mo. In a decrepit and dangerous lab, you're an adorable slime just trying to make it out in one piece. The scientists seem to have taken on zombie-like characteristics, the other creatures are dangerous, and every turn seems to introduce new platforming and puzzle challenges. Fortunately, this little guy has some tricks up his sleeve. Using slingshot mechanics, you'll be able to propel yourself up, over, and away from danger, sticking to any surface you touch. And for those locked doors or anything that requires a set of thumbs to operate, never fear, you're able to possess and control the bodies of scientists and other creatures to help you get what you need. When inhabiting the bodies of others, like the scientists, you can read their memories to gain more context about what happened, and hopefully knowledge on how to best survive. Project Mo is going to release on Windows, so follow their Facebook page for more info. Dungeon Munchies. Adventuring all the time must give heroes a voracious appetite, but fortunately in Dungeon Munchies you become the apprentice to a chef named Simmer. She's an undead necromancer chef, but at least that means she'll always be around to help, right? Of course, for cooking you need ingredients, and the responsibility falls to you to hunt and defeat dungeon monsters to begin their transformation into delicious dishes. In this dungeon crawler, you are what you eat, so cooking and consuming dishes will provide you with additional abilities to further explore the area or boost your stats and weapons. Get ready to meet a kooky and varied cast of characters in the dungeon and discover some underlying conflict in the world. The Lord of the Forest is on the move, plants are beginning to revolt, and something may be a threat to the entire ecosystem. Dungeon Munchies is planned for Windows, Wii U, and the Switch, and there will be an English translation of the game available at some point, so be sure to follow their Twitter or visit their website for more info. Lyrica. Lyrica tells the tale of a young man who wishes to become a musician. Naturally tapping to the rhythm and music are the driving mechanics of this game, but what Lyrica uniquely brings to the table is the incorporation of Chinese calligraphy. Players will both tap on the lyrics to the rhythm of the beat, as well as trace the shapes of Chinese characters as they play, learning about classical Chinese literature as they enjoy modern takes on a variety of styles, including indigenous music, Taiwanese, pop, and even traditional Chinese opera. In the story mode, you collect and unlock puzzle pieces to further the plot, and many of the songs even fit and drive the narrative. Fortunately, for those of us who do not know how to read Chinese calligraphy, there will also be an international version available, so players who cannot read Mandarin can still enjoy the story and sound of Lyrica. Although the lyrics in the game will not be directly translated to maintain the integrity and intention of the poetry, there will be translated summaries so you can still enjoy the general meaning behind them while enjoying the music. The game is currently out in Taipei on Windows and iOS and coming soon to Japan, and there is not an official release date yet for the international version, but it's coming, so keep an eye out on their Twitter or Facebook page for more info. Light Dread City. In In an underground city where there's no concept of sunlight, an intrepid apprentice librarian named Karina is on a journey to uncover a mysterious and rumored ray of light hidden in the depths of an ancient library. Dredd Light City is a turn-based puzzle game where your goal is to reach the center of the level. Rotation is a key mechanic. You rotate gears to move toward the center, raise and lower platforms, and trick enemies. Each step you take must be precise, as you may not be able to turn back, so think through the movements you'd like to make before rushing in. Light Dredd City will release for Android and Windows, and while I was unable to find a release date, be sure to like their Facebook page for more information. These are the indie games that caught my eye when exploring the mix at TGDF, but there were plenty of other indie games, so be sure to check the description box below for the link to the mix at TGDF for the other games that they showcased, as well as the mix in general. I just didn't want to miss the chance to cover some of the work that the developers in Taipei are doing, particularly because we don't often see that highlighted here in the West. Again, be sure to follow this channel if you love indie games as much as I do. I try my best to offer videos every week that highlight, review, curate, and celebrate indie games, whether it's an IndieWatch, which are my curated lists, to an IndieScovery, which is more of an in-depth review and look at the strengths and maybe some critiques of an indie game. And if you enjoy watching live streams, be sure to find me at twitch.tv/Kimchica, but generally it's Monday through Thursday around 1 p.m. Pacific time. I also stream at my work Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time. That is twitch.tv/Utomic, so be sure to check me out there as well. For both platforms, I really try to focus on indie games, celebrating them, talking with the community about them, and it's a great group of people. I absolutely love everyone who comes and hangs out and chats, and I hope to see you there sometime. As always, have a wonderful day. I hope you find lots of indie games to play, and I will see you in the next video.